This is my intro music. Welcome to the video. I hope you like it lots, so don't forget to subscribe and click the thumbs up button. Now let's react.
Okay. Hey, hi, hello there, everybody. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the very low budget VTuber. I'm gonna try not to jump around too much because I know a couple of you said it was a little distracting, but I need to move. I gotta move. Anyway, as you will see, I'm gonna need to boogie woogie here in a minute. You can't hear the music though because we are gonna get caught up with glitter and lasers. And in case this is one of your first videos of mine, as you can tell, I am sick still, but I'm feeling better. I just need like maybe 1 or 2 videos more where I'm off screen, and then we will be back. We will be back. Oh yes. Yes, we will. Anyway, that being said, I want to get caught up with glitter and lasers. And we're going to start off with her TikToks, obviously. I know I'm way behind, so I don't know. I might have to end up doing like a December recap video later when I'm a little bit more put together, because I know there's stuff I've got to hunt down now. And yeah, I'm still sick in case that wasn't evident. So there's that. All right. Anyway, we're going to get caught up with glitter and lasers. We're going to start with her regular glitter and lasers TikTok. Here, with the split zipper that we refuse to admit was a split zipper. And if you hear noises in the background, it's because my cats are running around. My actual cats. Thanks, cats. He's getting into a box. I would show you, but it's not going to happen today. Anyway, all right. So if there's no music in the background, that is because there's copyright music going on. I'm gonna quit moving myself around now, and we're just gonna watch TikToks here. This is Anna, and she says, look, can this year just be over, please? Also, can I get the upgraded life package for 2026? He's looking at me from his box. He hasn't gotten into that box. That box has been over there for 3 days. He hasn't gotten into that box once. Today, right now, he decided he needed to be in that box. Anna decided to film this with her zipper down. I think she's trolling us, guys. I mean, I know there's been a couple people, including Lindsay, who have gone over the split zipper, and I think even Glitter was like, "It's not, my zipper's not down, you guys. It's busted." Okay, cool. I mean, you could have reshot this. You have nothing but time. This is your garage, so the garage of your incredibly expensive apartment building. So yeah, I'm just saying. I think at this point, she's just doing stuff on purpose to troll us, especially after the butt slip. I think the butt slip picture was maybe an oopsie. This has to be intentional. There's just no other way around it. There's no way she edited this and didn't see that her zipper was down. So I'm not even going to rise to the bait of it, because this is just Anna rage baiting. So there's that. I do like the jeans. I like a good bell bottom. And she's dancing to the BG Staying Alive. So she's like, stay alive. See, my voice is coming back. So there's that. That's all we've got here. All right, next. Come on, Superman. Okay. All right, that's some kind of music. Come on, Superman, say your stupid line. Can I pet your dog? I don't get it. Somebody's in her comment section trolling her with little gifs of herself. So this person's like, "You're so pretty. I've been here since Random Lipstick." Random Lipstick is actually fairly recent for her. I will say her hair's looking really nice. Her makeup looks nice. I don't mind this leisure suit that she likes hanging around in. It's not... I don't have a problem with this, I guess. I don't know. What is the point of this? I don't know. Somebody sent me this on Instagram. That is a lot. What are we doing here? She says, I can't believe I finally finished making this necklace. I started this project by hand making all the tassels. Sorry, I can read. I started this project by hand making all the tassels. Then I macrameed them together with gold beads. The final thing is such a statement. It is that. Also, it makes me look like I've won a survival immunity challenge, and I love that for me. I mean, it looks like something I made when I was in grade school. I never learned how to macrame. That's like my one skill I don't have. I don't know how to macrame. It's a really goofy look, it's a goofy necklace. It really is, but it's all handmade. I don't really have that too much of an issue with that. And honestly, I remember the era of the middle-aged woman wearing the obnoxiously huge necklace back in like the late 90s, early 2000s. That was like a thing for a while. I kind of sort of remember. I was too young to participate because I didn't wear necklaces back then. So it's definitely Anna embracing her middle-aged woman roots here. And she did hand make the whole thing, so I really can't get too spicy about it. In the long in the run of it. Okay, look, I'm not completely okay. I'm not completely healthy, all right? That's why you get the cat. It's a ridiculous necklace, but it's one of those, like, ridiculous statement piece necklaces. And that's all I've got here. That's like literally the end of my defense of this necklace. Would I wear it? No. Not unless it was a costume piece and I was doing a character bit. Maybe. I think we looked at this one last time, and there's just one thing I want to talk about here. Because I was like, I'm not really seeing too big of a difference between these last two pictures. They look like the same person. And somebody made the point of this being the after picture, that maybe this is her without the filters on. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So this is her in the same year. This is same Anna, right? But this is sans filter, and this is mucho filter. Because, like, literally, it's the exact same pose, the exact same everything. She's just flipped this one. Well, one of these is flipped so that they're mirror images of each other. But they're the same pose. They're almost even the same scale. So that's the only thing I wanted to add here. Is somebody suggested maybe this one was unfiltered and this is the filtered one. So I don't know what she's doing here. I don't really care either. How do you grip strength train? I think we went over this one last time too. I'm just gonna let it play because I don't know if I read this part. Training grip strength for a strong woman is tough stuff. Here's one of the ways we do it. Also, as FYI, we just wanted to see if I could pull the bar at one of the weights the men were training. We just wanted to see if I could pull the bar at one of the weights the men were training, okay? It's a bit different than a traditional deadlift, and part of the skill is using solely overhanded grip. Cool. I feel like she's putting strain on her thumb there. Then I surprised myself by not only getting it up, but being able to hold it for some good time. My grip strength is really coming along nicely. They aren't so scary if you give them a chance. They may annoy you, though. Thanks to these stand-up dudes for being like my brothers in the gym and never letting me take things too seriously. FYI, these are the men you're afraid of in the gym. I'm not afraid of dudes in the gym. They're making fun of her, kind of, but not really, you know? That's her coach, wasn't it? They're just being dudes. They're just dudes being dudes. I'm not afraid. Yeah, older brother energy, someone says down here. Very older brother energy. I'm not afraid of the guys in my gym. They don't pay any attention to me. Either I am not hot enough at the gym to garner male attention, which is, of course, not the goal, or I'm not Anna and stick out like a sore goddamn thumb. Either way, I've never had an issue with men at the gym. I know lots of fat activists like to talk about all of the negative experiences they've had with guys in their gyms telling them weird shit or trying to give them advice or blah 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 or something like that. And I'm 100% sure that guys try to pick women up at the gym. So I'm not saying that stuff doesn't happen. I'm just like, I don't understand being afraid of the guys at the gym. But I also don't go to like a specialty gym like this. I go to Planet Fitness. So like, there's not like roided out dude bros going to Planet Fitness. It's just not that kind of a gym. It's kind of my point, I guess. I don't know. It's not like I'm going to like, what was the name of those gyms? Atlas or something? Golden Atlas or something like that? Gold's Gym? I don't remember. They used to be well known for being like literal bodybuilder gyms. I could see that maybe being an issue, but I don't know. I just don't think guys care that much. I really just don't. I just really, honest to God, don't think in general, men who go to gyms, including women, I just don't think people who go to gyms give a shit. They just don't give a shit. Unless you're there to talk to them because you're like in a class with them, or for whatever reason you guys are team building, or something like she's doing where they're all there for strongman training. I understand that because you're in a situation where it's got a social element to it. But if you're just going to the gym, like I go to the gym to go work out, I don't think people give a shit who you are because a lot of people don't see the gym as a social space. There's that. That's just my take on it. I'm sure there are people who have had experiences meeting people, talking to people, making friends with people, you know, that kind of a thing. But I still say, like, for the most part, the overall gym experiences, people don't give a shit. They're there to do their thing. You're there to do your thing. And then everybody just goes home. That's how this works. When your PR is so clean, the universe has to humble you after. Oh, he took his leg off. She says, I don't know what I'm more proud of, increasing my deadlift to 365, what a funny number, or the fact that I did it without breaking my form. I've never been able to up my weight without breaking form. The bar would float away every freaking time. The bar would float away every freaking time? I don't know what that means. What the hell? Anyway, we've been tweaking my form, making adjustments so this lift could feel strong and natural for my body. I have wider thighs. No, honey, you don't have wider thighs. You have fat thighs. We learned I need to step a bit further back from the bar and maintain a slightly wider grip. That makes sense. This led to progress, but I couldn't get out of my head. As a perfectionist, you are not. I was thinking about everything all at once, and it was causing me to fail. So today I put on my headphones, blasted some Papa Roach. This was my last resort. Okay, cool. You're so hip, Anna. And pulled a deadlift I could be prouder of. I couldn't be prouder of. The bar did not float away. What does that mean? What does it mean? This seems like a lingo thing. The load felt lighter as a result, and I saw all the mistakes of the past few months finally connect and align to this success. Thank you, Cybernetic Strongman, for helping me finally get there. Her form does look good. I mean, it looks better than it has. It looks like she's finally listening. Dumbass. I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of a dumbass thing. It does look like she's finally listening to comments about her form, or at least her coach is finally doing something about her piss poor form. It looks like it's paying off. That didn't look so bad to me. But she's still lifting from plates. And from what I understand from watching Chikara Transformations, aka Ilona, there's a significant difference between lifting from a plate, even as low to the ground as this plate seems to be, and lifting directly off the floor. So Anna is basically still, from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, again, I don't lift like this, but it seems like Anna is still basically lifting with training wheels. So even though she upped her weight to 365, which, I mean, cool. She needs to be lifting heavier from what I understand because of her own weight class. it's not the same as if she was lifting 365 pounds from the flush ground. Yelena was saying that this, even having this bit of a buffer here, allows you to lift more just from being up higher. So I don't exactly know how all that works. Like I said, I don't lift like this, but it's cool that Anna's increasing her weight, but I think it's better that she's improving her form, and I think it would be even better if she could start lifting directly from the ground. Seeing that she is improving her form, but she's still not lifting from the ground, kind of makes me wonder if she's still physically incapable, like literally physically not capable of bending down far enough to lift from the ground. Like her stomach gets in the way. The belt's probably not helping. I mean, look how much it like squishes her gut when she bends over like this anyway. So there's that. Anyway, I will say her form does look like it's improved. And her tossing that up like that does make her look like a dumbass, but it's okay. She's got the coordination of a 5-year-old, and that doesn't seem to have improved. Anyway, next. All right, so this is TikTok. I think we're caught up with TikTok now. I want to go check out her Instagram real fast, and then I also want to check the snark Reddit, basically. All right, the only thing that we really have over on Instagram is a slideshow of her posing with her crazy necklace. She's got to work on expressions. It's like blue steel, and that's it. She's got this ooh face that she does. This is essentially just the ooh face with her hand to her forehead. Well, that actually looks like a genuine smile for once. And then she's got this goofy fucking fake smile that she does. Goofy smile, goofy smile. This looks somewhat genuine. Ooh face, goofy smile, ooh face. This really, really goofy open mouth, over exaggerated smile. Same open mouth, over exaggerated smile, ooh face. Goofy smile, ooh face. And that's probably the ooh face facing off in a different direction. I mean, whatever. All right, let's go check out the place that shall not be named. Okay, so again, I've been sick, so I've been relying on the place 9 that documents this stuff for us. And I really wanted to see about the DEXA scan that she's claiming she's going to be getting done instead of weighing herself. I'm curious if she even shares the DEXA scan results with us, honestly, because like they ain't gonna be pretty. I don't know why she's doing the DEXA scan. Like, does she think she's gonna get away with something here? Like, it's still gonna be there's still weight, girl. You're still gonna be big. But anyway, so what I wanted to do is I got a bunch of tiles and stuff open here. Tabs, there we go, words. And we're gonna go over some of the stuff that I found on the Reddit, and there we go. So this is the first one. This is the DEXA scan, and it says, using DEXA scan to help track my progress, I wanted to record that I felt good in my body before getting my results to remind myself that numbers... I wanted to record that I felt good in my body before getting my results to remind myself that numbers don't matter. Then why are you even doing this? What I learned from it does. I am trying really hard to focus on making good food or making good choices because they feel good versus because they affect a number. There is more value in exercising, taking care of my body, and eating well than a number can ever tell me. So obviously she got bad results. I don't know what she was expecting. The DEXA scan, I feel like, is going to be way more eye-opening and more harsh than just weighing yourself every day. But I am curious. I am honestly curious to see what her DEXA scan results look like, just because I think she's fucking delusional. And I think going into this, she thought she had a way more muscle on her than she does. And I think maybe this is a good thing for her because she finally gets to see exactly how much of her body is fat. Even after she's had all of her unburnable fat sucked off of her body. You know, maybe this is a good eye-opening moment for her. I don't know if DEXA scans show visceral fat, the fat around your organs and stuff. I don't know about that, but I'm pretty sure it shows like layers of your body, and I know for a fact that the fat layer is way thicker than the muscle layer. And I think maybe that shocked her a little bit, and that's why we're getting this post. But anyway, next. All right, so the rest of these aren't in any particular order. They're just things that I found. I haven't quite figured out how to like search Reddit linearly, if that made any sense. I don't know how to search Reddit. Anyway, so yeah, let's move this over some here. Go.
With a little bit of body dysmorphia, and I've been kind of struggling. So I went to my manual lymphatic drainage massage today, and I was seeing someone I hadn't seen in a while because she'd been on vacation. So I asked her to describe what in my body had changed since the last time she saw me. And she told me about some fluid that had gone down. She also told me about some muscles that had gotten stronger. And it helped me see things that I just wasn't seeing in the mirror.
I don't get it, guys. I really don't. But whatever. If it makes you feel better about yourself, especially after your DEXA scan, because obviously that was a rude waking up call for her. But yeah. Anyhow, next.
Kind of excited about because today I posted a video that I was genuinely kind of excited about because I felt like I saw really clearly how much progress I've made. And
I'm sorry about the background noise in this one. She's her sound's shit. That's all I've got to say. But anyway, I don't even know if it's peaking or not. Let's see.
you know, you don't see that every day in the gym. And instead of people commenting on that, all they could comment on was that I was cheating and not doing the same lift. And for the record, I was doing a strict press and then a push press. And in my world, push press is a graduation from strict press. It is considered an advancement.
Well, in Anna's world, let us not judge Anna by any other standard than Anna's world. Sorry. I don't care. Let's finish this, because I'm gonna tell you what it sounds like.
From strict. I don't know how that exists in everyone's world, but in my trainer's world, that was something I earned. So it kind of sucked.
So it sounds like Anna was expecting a bunch of ass pats, didn't get the ass pats she wanted, and so she ran to her stories on Instagram, as she does, and made a salty post about it. And there you go. This is how Anna reacts to criticism. She doesn't take it well. She tells us how we're all wrong, and she runs to her Instagram stories to yell at everybody because these things vanish after 24 hours, which is why I have to go to the internet to find them. But still, just either learn to ignore the criticism, Anna, or stop addressing it. Really, that's how this is. Not everybody likes what you're doing. Not everybody's going to like what you're doing. Even if like 90% of the population loved what you were and what you're doing, there's still 10% that don't. And at least 10% of the comments on your videos are going to be from the people that don't like what you're doing. So just learn to take the criticism and move on. Mrs. Toxic Positivity over here. Anyway, next. I think this is another video about her work with Amazon Medical.
So recently in the gym, I realized that there's some things I still just can't do in the way I want to do them. I just can't get my squats deep enough.
That's because there's too much of you in the way to do a squat properly. I mean, props for trying, but you literally have too much of you to squat. I don't even mean like you're too heavy to squat. I mean like there's literally too much of you to get a proper squat. You just can't bend that much mass. You can't squish that much mass into one place. I don't know where I'm trying to go with this. Hang on real fast. All right.
So I've decided to focus on losing some fat to be able to achieve those things. And
Oh, so you do understand that you're just too big to do a proper squat. Okay, cool.
And I'm partnering with One Medical to make that possible. As part of this partnership, I'm also going to be using Amazon Pharmacy, which I actually love because they deliver the medications right to your door. And that is nice when you are a busy lady like me.
So this is just another ad for her Amazon Medical.
The reason I chose to partner with One Medical on this phase of my journey is I know that it's more than just taking a weight loss medication, and I wanted a partner in this journey, and they felt like the best place for me to find that partnership. So if you want to check them out, they're linked right here, and I'll be sharing my journey along the way.
So I was kind of hoping to catch more of her quote unquote journey as she's admittedly taking GLP-1s for weight loss now. Or I guess, excuse me, fat loss now. Because I want to see how long she keeps it up. Anna's not great at long-term projects, so that's kind of where we're at here. Also, she hasn't been receiving really good positive feedback for her Amazon collab. But that last thing that we just watched is in her stories. So again, it vanished after 24 hours. So if there was any negative pushback to that, A, it was in her stories, we wouldn't have seen it anyway. And B, it would be gone now because it only lasted for 24 hours. Anyway, next. Like I said, these aren't in order. So I don't really know when certain things happened, if they happened before or after certain events. So if things are out of order, I apologize. But these are just ones that caught my attention and I thought maybe we should watch them. Anyway, Anna, take it away.
Hey y'all, I'm actually taking a little break from working out, or at least I have the last couple of days. My body has just been a little overwhelmed, needs a little time to recoup. So
I mean, you take a lot of breaks.
Giving it that space, which is all part of the process.
Is it part of the process? I guess when you started off pushing 600 pounds and you went balls to the walls with it, I guess maybe you do overstress your system and it probably does require you to take more breaks than the average person who is taking this at a reasonable pace and who didn't start off at 3 times the average person. But yeah, all right. Anyway.
I don't know if I'll be back working out this weekend. I might wait until Tuesday, which is my next training session, but I might try to take on a challenge just to, because I need it. It makes me feel good to go to the gym. It doesn't feel good to miss it, but sometimes, your body just needs a little break.
I don't know why she's telling us every time she has a flare-up or a break. I mean, if I were her, I would just quit telling people, honestly, because every time she does, she gets criticism for it, because we all know why it's happening. And according to the person who shared this post, over the past 2 months, she's been having a break and or a flare-up at least once a week. So she's supposed to be going to the gym 3 times a week plus Saturday for her strong woman training. Saturday is specifically strong woman training. So how often is she actually going to the gym? For realsies, ? And also, if the last 2 months she's been having a flare up or taking a break at least once a week, how much have she really been to the gym? Which tells me that she's starting to lose interest. Which makes me sad because we're not to March yet, and that's when she competes. But also, I was really hoping that she would stick with this and that this would be her new thing. But I don't know. If she's already starting to ditch, then I'm guessing she's probably not going to be doing this for much longer, or she'll push it until she gets to March when she competes. She won't do well, and then we won't hear squat about this after that, because that's kind of how the jogging story went. She pushed it until she finally did her run in March, and we got a teaser that there was going to be more, and then nothing came of it. So I'm predicting that's what's going to happen here. This says, trying some new stuff at the gym today because my knee is being a little wonky. The biggest challenge of my training is being able to pivot. The biggest challenge of my training is being able to pivot when my body decides to flare. I always show up and we always find something to do. This move actually makes my knee feel a little bit better, which makes no sense to me. It works, so I'm not complaining. I don't know. I know the last few times we've seen her that she's had a knee brace on, a nice bright pink knee brace on her right knee. right knee, I think. And she's clearly injured herself, probably from all the stupid jumping that she's been doing because she wants to do box jumps, I guess. I don't fucking know. But even without actually having EDS, which I don't believe she has, her jumping with that much mass is not a great idea. So she's clearly fucked up her knee trying to do that. This one is from 5 days ago on as far as being posted. So like that's pretty much the only timeline I have for these. Again, I apologize, but I've been sick. I have been sick.
I am not trying to be a sad Sally. I don't need any like get better, feel better. I just want to explain what's going on. So my body goes through these cycles. I don't know how or why or what is going on when they happen, but my body's pretty consistent weight, even with the exercise and food I'm eating. And then one day I'll just drop a considerable amount of weight in a very short period of time. And when that happens, it is very hard on my body. It is very exhausting and taxing, and I feel sick. And my body has been trying to have one of these cycles for like the past week and a half. I don't know why this was like a little different than how it normally is, but it's now fully gone into that cycle. And it's just, it sucks and it's hard. And I've prioritized making it to the gym over anything else in my day.
I don't even know what that means. What do you mean cycles? The huge chunks of weight that your body just magically drops overnight. That doesn't strike you as being weird? Maybe something to go get looked at? I don't know. How much weight are we talking? Like 5 pounds? I could see that. Like just a 5-pound water release. Is she gaining it back? Like, does it come back after these cycles are over? I don't understand. I'm very confused. I would be concerned. And I like that it's now my body is suddenly dropping vast amounts of weight as opposed to my body spontaneously gains 20 to 40 pounds of water overnight. Like, both of those situations feel like something you should maybe go to the doctor about, but not Anna. No, not Anna. Anyway. This is the first we've heard of... Okay, this is the first time I can recall her talking about this weight loss cycle of hers. I don't know what to call this. And so I don't know how this is supposed to pan out. I know she thinks she's losing weight. I don't see any visual evidence of it. But if that was from 5 days ago, I mean, she's been taking an increased amount of GLP-1. So it's possible that she is actually starting to lose some weight. But I don't know. This... A, it sounds sus. B, it sounds made up. C, I don't believe her. And D, if it is true, I would seriously go to a doctor and talk to them about it, because I feel like that's not, unless it's like a little fluctuation, like 5 pounds. I feel like 5 pounds is reasonable. Maybe 10 at her weight. I don't know. But if she's talking like her 20 to 40 pound fluctuations that she claims happens, that's a lot. That's an issue. You should go to the doctor. But anyway, again, another picture. I'm not adjusting this, guys. I'm sorry. Resting hardcore today. I'm flaring pretty bad, but we figured out the cause. Hormones. I'm super proud because this is the first time since my lipedema autoimmune stuff got bad that I have not gained around 20 pounds of inflammation due to my period. 20 pounds? Jesus Christ, woman. I don't know. I didn't know it was coming, which usually is literally painful. No shit. Instead, my weight was constant. For those of you who aren't familiar with my condition, these swings in water weight can be incredibly painful. Yeah, if you're gaining 20 to 40 pounds, go to the fucking doctor. And when the water does come off, exhausting. Okay, so that's what she's talking about. This is a tremendous step forward in managing everything. Flares will likely always happen due to hormones, that this is evidence everything else is right where it needs to be. A 20-pound gain of water for your period is too much. It's too much, Anna. It's too much. Something is not right. But people have been telling you this since your stupid fucking surgeries, and you refuse to listen. Something is wrong with you. Go to an actual real doctor and have them actually test you to find out what the fuck is wrong with you. Quit going to the quacks. You are not healthy. Something is wrong. Go to the doctor. Anna, I don't care if the 20 pounds comes off after a couple few days. 20 pounds of water weight is too much, even during your period. Too much. Too much. Go to the doctor. But it does answer my earlier question about when she's talking about how her body releases a whole bunch of weight, what we're talking about. So this is clearly what we're talking about here. So yes, we are talking about 20 to 40 pound inflammation fluctuations, which is fucking ridiculous, Anna. Next. I chose to skip the little video where she was holding up one of these, I think they're homeopathic patches that you stick on your wrist or something, and supposedly you absorb shit through your skin and it makes you feel good because that's totally how this kind of crap works. Can Colin come back? Can Colin come back and go over those dumb, stupid patches for us, please? Because I do not believe they work. And if you tell me they do, I'm going to say, well, I'm glad they work for you. Because I believe in placebo, and I think that's 100% what's happening here. But Anna shilling something like this irritates the crap out of me, but it's totally on brand for her because she is 100% medical misinformation mama over here. And I'm not even a little bit surprised that she's taking these patches, and now in this she's going to claim that it's not a scam because she feels better. But anyway, let's let that play.
I'm up and moving, so I guess the patch isn't a scam. Or it's psychosomatic.
Atticazam.
Either way, I am up and I am doing things, and I very much did not want to do anything earlier today. So I'm going to take it as a win. Whether it's all in my mind or actually works, doesn't matter. I'm up and moving, so.
I'm gonna say 200,000% placebo effect. 201,900% all in your head. I don't for a minute believe those things work. I'm sorry, I don't. And there you go. End of discussion. Bump. Okay. There's two of these that I want to watch. I saw them on the Reddit. I keep saying we need to go find out what the hell Anna's going to be doing at her competition. And these next two clips that we're going to watch are two of the events that are going to be at Anna's competition. This one, the woman on the, is that my left or my right? I think my left. Yeah. The lady in red here. Her name is Tamara I'm going to say her name right. Walcott, I believe. And according to the thing on the screen, it says when Tamara Walcott set the world record, this is for a deadlift. The woman is going to deadlift 641 pounds. The woman is going to deadlift 641 pounds. That's Anna and then some. Just putting that into perspective for you. So yeah. But whoever put these together put two side-by-sides of Tamara Walcott, I think that's Walcott, doing this deadlift versus Anna's deadlift. And here's the thing, though. I will say this before we get into this. Anna is a beginner, period. Even if Anna was lifting the weight that she needs to be lifting for competition, there's no fucking way in hell she's lifting 641 pounds. She's a beginner. This Tamara Walcott is a world record setter. I don't know how long she's been doing this, but my guess is a while. So this is not Tamara Walcott's first deadlift, is kind of my point. So I don't want to be comparing the lift amount that the two of them are doing, because that's not fair. It's really not. But I do think it's important to notice that Tamara doesn't have bumper plates underneath her lift. She's lifting directly from the floor. I do think you can compare their form, because Anna should be having better form by now. Like Anna should be working on perfecting her deadlift form, as opposed to trying to gain weight on the bar. So I think in those two aspects, you could really look at it. And also, I think the comparison here is that Tamara Walcott is at a competition, and this is what a deadlift at competition looks like. At least that's what we're led to believe here with the video, versus Anna in the gym. So Tamara's giving us a little bit of an example of what Anna should be expecting when she gets to competition in March. So there's that. So I think the only really things that we should be kind of comparing here is that the form, overall form, because even as a beginner, you could still have decent form with practice, obviously, with practice. And Anna is still using bumper plates, where it doesn't look like Tamara's using bumper plates at all. I don't think that's allowed. I don't know. We'll find out. I do plan on doing a video about the competition. So yeah, form, the fact that Anna is still using bumper plates, and just in general, seeing what a competition deadlift will look like, right? Compared to where Anna's at. Again, Anna's a beginner, guys. She's still a beginner at this. Even when she gets to her competition in March, she's still going to be a beginner. It's still her first competition. Very few people come out of the gate on fire, right? So, that person's a 1 in a million. Anna's not a 1 in a million, okay? She thinks she is. But I'll be very surprised if Anna does well at her first competition. Anyway, let's watch this video. It's kind of cool to watch. Just watch her lift this, man. Look at her lift that. Jesus Christ. That's just stunning. That's just stunning. Compared to Anna, of course, obviously, it's like I said, the only real things to compare are Anna's form, which is getting better, but in this picture isn't great, and the bumper plates. That's pretty much it. Anna should not be using bumper plates at the competition, and her form should be getting better at this point. Physique-wise, though, I mean, these women physically kind of are almost basically the same. Kind of wanted to pause it when she got the weight all the way up. Though I'm willing to bet if you DEXA scanned Tamara, her legs are all muscle. I mean, look how thin her calves are compared to the rest of her body. Her arms are relatively thin. It's not until you start getting into her upper body and around her midsection that you start seeing the weight. Also, can we look at where Tamara manages to be wearing her weight belt compared to where Anna likes to wear her weight belt? Anyway, I just thought this was an interesting one. And there's another one I want to watch. Let me see. Do I have it set up? Yeah. All right. So this is another one. This is another competition event. This is the sandbag toss. Again, Anna's a beginner. Okay. Let me adjust the screen. Anna's still a beginner. Okay. So I don't expect her to come out like this, throwing sandbags. I don't know who these two, I think this is a woman. I don't know who this woman is doing the sandbag toss at the competition, but obviously she's been doing it a while longer. She's got better form and all of that good stuff, but this dude standing in the way is not being overly helpful. Oh, there's two women. Maybe that's a guy? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, this lady. Whoosh. 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 Look at her take that. Look at this lady. Whoosh. Whoosh. I think they just have to toss 4 of them. Woo. So again, Anna's new. So I don't expect her to come out throwing like this lady here is, but it does give us an idea of what the competition is going to look like when it comes to the sandbag toss. So, Anna's got some work cut out for her because she's got to do that at least 4 times. Looks like more than 4 times. I have no idea. So there you go. I just thought these were 2 really interesting videos just to kind of see A, where Anna's at, and B, what the competition looks like. The actual event at the competition. I don't think Anna would be competing against this person because I feel like, again, this person's probably been competing for a while. All right, my voice is about to go. That being said, thank you guys for joining me. I hope this has been a little bit more fun. I feel like I need to do a full-on like December in review when I finally am healthy. And maybe that's what we'll do at the end of the year for Anna here, just to kind of try to catch up on everything that we've missed. And I'm pretty sure I've asked some questions through here. Do any of you do Strong Woman? I know I ask that, I think, every time, but I get new viewers each time I ask this question. So do any of you do the Strong Woman stuff? Have any of you gone to a Strong Woman competition, competed, or just even watched a Strong Woman competition? Let me know what else we could be looking forward to. And everything else I'm pretty sure I said when I said it. So if you're going to leave a comment, don't forget to leave a timestamp so that I can figure out what the hell I was saying. And that's all I've got for you guys. So if you've made it this far in the video, go and leave a big red balloon, because that's what those sandbags look like. Leave a big red balloon down in the comment section down below. And thank you guys for putting up with my very poor quality VTuber animation. I'm sorry, guys. But hopefully the next video I see you guys in, I will actually see you guys in. And yeah, stay healthy, everybody, because I'll tell you what, this flu is a womdinger. Anyway, I will see everybody in the next video. Bye!
This is my outro music. You can't copyright strike me because it's just me singing. This is my outro music. Thank you for watching. See you next time.